Arthur Miller's play The Crucible and Le Mans 55, a short film about a tragic motor racing incident by Kuel Baxius, explores the individual and society to reveal how conflict defines the relationship between the two. The play explores the relationship through a political context to reflect on the cruel system of McCarthyism, exposing the individual's exploitations of power to further their influence on society. Le Mans 55 focuses on how society's expectations define an individual's reputational goals. The Crucible's ruthless courtrooms and Le Mans' death-accepting community reveal the dangers of ideology and how it can blind the individual from seeing the troubles of society. The Crucible expresses how the reputational motives of an individual can influence the community through their choices. Proctor's desire to uphold his integrity reflects the positive ways reputation can change and withstand society. His newfound honesty is seen in Now Remember What the Angel Raphael said to the boy Tobias. The biblical allusion affirms his alignment with God and his good nature, highlighting the human qualities that stem from integrity, building conflict as he challenges the church's trials of faith. Abigail, however, manipulates and exploits society to strengthen her reputation. The accusational tone in She Sends a Spirit on Me in Church, She Makes Me Laugh at Prayer reveals the ability of the individual to control society for self-gain. The contrast between Abigail and Proctor's motives highlights this potential for control. The characterization of Abigail as manipulative expresses how disproportionate individual control can emerge from one's choice to abuse their reputation. The tragic form emphasizes the resentment and thus conflict that results from Abigail's control, exposing her dominance and leverage over society. Contrastingly, Le Mans 55 reflects on how society's expectancies drive the reputational desires of the individual. Alfred's desire to win with Mercedes is motivated by society's need to see success with a good label. His desperation to be successful reveals the unrealistic expectations society places on the individual, contrasting to Abigail's influence on Salem society. The weight of these expectations are seen when Alfred says, "We are Mercedes. With a name like that, victory is our only option." The somber atmosphere created by the colorless palette makes known the pressure society places on the individual when regarding success. Society's impact on the individual is further explored with John's desire to be recognized. His resentment regarding recognition is expressed when he says our chance to be great is long gone, with his facial expressions reflecting the unworthiness felt by humans when faced by the relentlessness of community's expectations. Proctor's desire to live up to personal expectations contrasted the societal expectations seen in Le Mans 55, highlighted in This Is All I Have Left, resembling the unyielding demands and thus conflict between society and the individual. The Crucible explores how blindly following an ideology can obstruct an individual's perception of the state of society's welfare. Putnam's stern tone in No Witchcraft, Now Look You, Mr. Paris emphasizes the forceful spread of fear and control through Christian beliefs, revealing his blindness to the conflict he is creating. Putnam has exploited the individuals of Salem to channel their beliefs and regain his power and influence over society. The established ideologies has also allowed Danforth to enforce his power over the individual. The parallel construction in A Person is either with the school or must be against it reveals how ideologies has influenced the strength of one's power. The beliefs of Salem has allowed Danforth to build his rule over society. His actions allow the audience to gain insight into the individual's justification of society's hardships through their beliefs. Le Mans 55 explores how the ideologies of the community can influence the actions and experiences of the individual. The racing community's impartialness to death and eagerness to win has misled individuals when regarding safety. When the crash happens, the crew is ordered to clear up the track. Their blindness to the situation is seen through the salience of the flames in this shot, as the crew is impervious to the tragedy behind them. The narrow-mindedness is further emphasized when Alfred says, "The race must go on," mirroring Putnam's forceful feeding of hysteria and reflecting the individual's ignorance to society's pains. This ignorance is further explored in the turning point of the film, when John uncovers society's blindness.
Pierre was a racing driver like us. He knew the risks.
What are you talking about? It's not about Pierre anymore! You're sick! These innocent people! Look at their faces!
The heavy atmosphere and the red ambiance emphasizes the distraught within society. As Alfred says he knew the risks, it reveals the oblivious attitude the individual has towards their impacts on society. As Hale expressed the negative impact the church has on the people, John is expressing how racing ideology enables people to unjustly accept the death of the individual and fail to see the sorrow in society. By expressing Abigail's control, The Crucible explores the unjust power individuals have over society, whereas Le Mans 55 expresses the unhealthy impact of the society on the individual. Both The Crucible and Le Mans 55 assert how ideology has derailed logical thinking through the hysteria of the courtrooms in Salem and the blind racing mentality of Le Mans. Therefore, as these stories inform and build our knowledge as society and individuals, we can acknowledge the relationship between the two and grow as one.